Welcome back to A Minute with Chelsea. I headed to the gym to do some personal training. We are doing legs and arms. We're doing the full body today, like back, I don't know. I like whenever we use the machines, we don't always get to do this. Usually we're doing conditioning on the floor. But sometimes I feel like the machines help me keep my form better because I'm not just flailing. I mean, Warren makes sure I'm not flailing normally, but I feel more controlled with a machine. But they never make me sore. Usually I'm only sore from free weights, except those stupid cable pulls. Anything with a cable, damn, those hurt. I have a little bit of anxiety not working out while I'm in Costa Rica, even though we will be hiking, because we're not lifting weights and I'm not doing Pilates, which means when I come back, everything's gonna be so much harder, and I hate that feeling. Plus, TJ, my boyfriend, will be here December 27th until January 11th, and I'm already worried about that. Like, I'm not gonna work out while he's here. Although I might go to some Pilates classes. But I don't wanna get up early and do personal training. After I went to the gym, I came home, I washed my and then I went to get my waxed because I want to be prepared for Costa Rica for swimsuits. I got some coffee, I came home, it's time for my last meal prep before I leave for vacation. Also, while I'm cutting up all of these teeny tiny little baby cherry tomatoes, I'm going to remind you that we have about 9 tickets left for Croatia. If you're interested in traveling with us, it is the last Hobbit Hiker trip of 2025. All of the other trips have been sold out, and we will vote for 2026 trips around next year sometime. Like, not right now because it's still December, but probably maybe in January, because we like to plan ahead. We will definitely be having more trips in the US in 2026. I try to go back and forth every year. So this year we did both. We did mostly US trips with a Costa Rica trip, and next year we're doing international trips only. And that means in 2027, I'll be doing mostly US trips with a couple of cheaper trips like Mexico or Costa Rica again. I try to kind of go back and forth so that everybody has an option and everybody has a chance or an opportunity to find something that's affordable, but also something that they actually want to cross off their bucket list. Not to mention, most of the US trips are camping. So if you're not into camping, you're not going to be excited for those trips. If you're into going international and doing like a luxury, fantasy, get a little bit spoiled trip, then Croatia is the one for you because we're staying in 4-star hotels. And we're having an oyster and wine tasting tour, and it's mostly just hanging out, eating food, chilling, going to the beach. So if that's your vibe, check the first link in my bio because that's where you're gonna find the ticket. My breakfast is finally done and has been prepared, so I put all of it into a Tupperware. I do let it cool off, don't worry. And I did spill a little bit on the counter, and I did eat it, so guess what? I'm a rat. I also got big bagels this time because I'm getting tired of those little tiny bagels, mostly because they're too hard to hold all this shit on top of them. And a bigger bagel means it's easier to pick up and not drop all over the damn floor. Like, that's what usually happens to me. I headed over to Club Pilates West Little Rock to take a class. I've been trying to take different instructors. I slowed this down so you can see how slowly I'm doing an articulated glute bridge. Everybody was so shocked when I showed them just how slow I do a roll down. So here is an articulated glute bridge in real speed. The rest of the class is sped up to 5.4 times speed, and that's how I do it every single time, 5.4. That's the sweet spot, I don't know why. These are standing roll downs, and it's the same thing. You're articulating your spine one bone at a time. As an instructor, I like Ryan, but I do think he's a little bit brutal when it comes to how long we do things. But I know that that's for a reason, because he works through muscle exhaustion, which is kind of the only way to build muscles sometimes. Maybe, I don't know. Am I talking out of my ass? Maybe, I don't know. I'm having a very angry music day. I can't explain it. I think I'm about to get my period, and that's what my deal is. I have PMS. I came home and I watched 1,000 Pound Best Friends. I'm really waiting for Vanessa to get her skin removal surgery. I had my leftovers from the night before for lunch, and then I started making deviled eggs. I just want to say, normally, I'm a great deviled egg maker. It's in fact one of my specialties. People request them. I haven't made them in 3 years because I haven't gone home, so I fucked them up. And then little Mitten got on her heating pad.